With Kyle, his love for Jess was also very evident. He made a special effort to propose to Jess in Vermont, since he knew how important it was to Jess to get engaged at a special location where Jess has had so many fond childhood memories. Kyle has also showed us his love and patience for Jess as he survived remodeling their home together while getting her a woman's approval and consent. As I can personally attest to, this is definitely a true testament of love. As a result of their love and partnership, they now have created a beautiful home that they can enjoy and be proud of for years to come, since they have accomplished it while working together. So tonight, let us celebrate Jess and Kyle's marriage at this 150-year-old winery. As we drink the fabulous wines and champagnes that were created here, we should consider it symbolic to the partnership, love, and marriage also created this evening by Kyle and Jess as they exchange their wedding vows. And may their love for each other last as long as this historic winery. With that, God bless the food, the wine, the newlyweds. To Mr. and Mrs. Kyle Lehman.
Let's hear it one more time for the father of the bride, Mr. Merrill. Very nicely done. Next, we would like to welcome to the microphone Jess's brother and our man of honor this evening, Mr. Justin Merrill. Here he comes. How about a round of applause for Justin?
Hello. I'm a little nervous to do this here, but we'll do it all the same. Trip off the old block. I also didn't memorize my speech because I'm not good with remembering things. Since I'm not very good with words, I started out with the idea of coming up here and suggesting the fact that I wasn't good with words and expressing my feeling through interpretive dance. But everyone quickly shot that down. So I'll do the best I can here. But I was truly honored to be asked to speak on Jess and Kyle's behalf here. Jess and I have been through a lot together throughout the years. You know, growing up with a sibling that is so close to you in age, it gets pretty tricky sometimes, and definitely get into some fights for sure. She took the brunt of most of that. At a young age, I knocked her teeth out on 2 different occasions. Once on a carpeted floor, and the other with a skip-it. The thing you used to put on your legs and spin around. Well, I had it in my hand, spinning it around. And then even as we got older, it got even worse. And one time I can remember it was she was on the phone with a friend, and I was in my room at an awkward teenage year, and she was at her psychotic teenage years, and I was, playing pretty loud the Marshall Mathers LP. And for you that don't know it, it was when your kids shaved their heads and dyed their hair blonde. But that was, so she came in without any notice and ejected the CD from my CD player, cracked it in half, and so my first response was to take off my shoe and throw it at her, hitting her in the eye and giving her a black eye. That was not good. And then it's a bright idea between us and everyone else that we should live together in college for a year, which was never really a good idea, judging by the past. She wanted to decorate the apartment, the kitchen with roosters, and the bathroom with monkeys, and candelabras on the walls, and I was just looking for a place to get drunk. So that didn't work out too well either. But as, through it all, she was always there for me, and, we could tell each other we hated each other the night before, and then she'd drive me to school the next day, and we could tell each other we never wanted to see each other again, and, sorry. It's amazing how quickly you cry when you're drunk. Anyway, but then, she would be there. She would invite me to hang out in front of the locker with all of her friends. when I was a turd of a freshman and she was the junior, gorgeous girl that she is. And, we could always trust each other to share with each other, the true side of, our opinions. And, we never sugarcoated anything. So when she asked me personally what I thought of Kyle, I looked her dead in the eye and I said, do not screw it up. Because I could tell from the get-go, the second that she walked into the house with Kyle, introducing Kyle to the family, that she was in love and so was he. And, you guys both deserve happiness in life and you deserve each other. And, regardless of how many roosters she wants to put in the kitchen, how many kegerators you want to install, how many teeth are knocked out and black eyes happen, as long as patience and forgiveness and acceptance is there between the two, like I learned with my sister throughout the years, love is extremely easy, and you guys deserve to be happy, and I'm happy that you found each other, because that's how happiness will definitely happen. I love you guys.
Let's hear it one more time for Justin. Great job, Justin. All right, and closing out the toast for us tonight, we have a very highly anticipated, often imitated, never duplicated best man toast from our guy, Joe Blyler. Here he is.
Well, apparently we're all reading from cards, so. No problem. Good evening, everyone. My name is Joey. I'm Kyle's best friend, and today I have the honor of being Kyle's best man. Hope everyone is having a great time today. I'd like to thank the Merrills and Lamans for putting this wonderful day together. So, when Kyle told me I was going to be the best man, first thing I thought of was last time I had control over a microphone in front of a group of people. Not so good. Won't let you down, guys. With all joking aside, Kyle, I think it's safe to say that everybody in this room right now is so proud of what you've accomplished and the person you've become today. You've inspired me and truly been a role model, and definitely a person that I look up to. So, when Kyle and I started first hanging out in high school, like that, Kyle would always have these cool little gadgets for his everyday life, and, still does to this day, except they're scattered around his whole house. He would always be helping out with our projects, like, for instance, installing our car sound systems, except Kyle's always had to be loudest. All can't forget about the sickest parties Kyle would always throw at his parents' house. You can apologize to your parents now, Kyle. So when Kyle was 24, he bought an old house, as you all know. The inside was completely gutted and remodeled with his own two hands. Now keep in mind that he was also working a full-time job and went to school on the side. So I think we should all give them a round of applause for their finally finished new home. So for those of you who don't know, Kyle and Jess met at Dublin Square, where actually the rehearsal dinner was last night, about 2.5 years ago, which I take full responsibility for. Few of us were at the bar and spotted a group of girls we had interest in talking to. Once they came over, Kyle and Jess immediately hit it off. It was so nice to see. And obviously here we are today. Congratulations, Kyle. She's your biggest accomplishment. look so beautiful tonight. I can't wait to see how amazing the pictures turned out today. I'm so happy that I get to be, part of the best day of your lives, and I look forward to our future friendship. So, if I can ask everybody to, one second here. If I can ask everybody to raise their glass, or I'm going to make the toast. All right? Congratulations to Kyle and Jess. I love you guys.
You're allowed to drink the red liquid here.
Let's give it up for the best man, Joey. Very nicely done, Joe. All right, everyone, the staff here at the Renault Winery will be around shortly with their first course. My name is Kyle, alongside my partner Skip. We'll be the DJs tonight. If you have any requests throughout the evening, please don't hesitate to ask. Other than that, sit back, relax, and enjoy.